Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Jewelry with Jen, and I'm Jen. Thank you so much for joining me again today, and if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm so grateful for you, and if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button and you found my channel and you enjoy projects like we're going to make today, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And at the end of the video, give me a thumbs up if you think I deserve it, and you can always share my video as well. They're really fun. So let me jump into the supplies that you'll need, and you'll see how fast this goes, and hopefully you'll learn something new and you'll have fun, and maybe you'll make some of your own. All you're going to need is some beading wire. I have the 49 strand Beaded in satin gold. It's a 0.018 inch. But you know what? It does not matter what kind of wire you use, any kind of beading wire. I'm thinking I have about a 5-inch piece there. So cut yourself about a 5-inch, maybe about 4.5 to 5-inch piece of wire. You're just going to need some cutters to cut your wire, and two pairs of pliers. You definitely need chain nose. If you've got bent nose or flat nose or another pair of chain nose, you just need 2 pairs of pliers for our jump ring. And then our component is we have a keyring swivel clasp. It swivels around. Pull that up for you there. This one's in silver. And, of course, it has the latch where it opens and closes. And then it comes with the keyring component itself. So you need something similar to that. We have 2 crimp covers and 2 crimp beads. I have 1 6mm jump ring. And I have a cute little elephant charm here. He is super cute, little darling. He's really tiny. It's really super darling, little elephant. And then I have 2 black 4mm pearls. And I have 7 4mm druck beads in. These are in a gray. Jump into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to open up my jump ring and attach it to the swivel. Close up your jump ring nice and tight, because this is really small wire and we don't want it to go through and lose it. So we just attached our jump ring to the swivel part of the clasp. Now basically the next thing you're going to do is grab a crimp bead. If you've got crimp tubes, that's fine too. And then we will grab that jump ring, feed it on there, and then we are going to feed the tail through the crimp. Let me switch this around, guys. The other way. Okay. So I just basically slid that up there. And then you're just going to push that crimp bead up pretty close and snug, but just enough to where the jump ring has a little bit of movement. And then go ahead and grab your chain nose and crimp it off. So you're just going to make sure your wires are separated there and squeeze. Now, grab a crimp cover and let's go ahead and slide it over that crimp bead. You'll feel the crimp bead snap in to your crimp cover, and grab your chain nose or whatever pliers you have and gently squeeze your crimp cover until it's closed, working it back and forth, and then it'll end up looking like a bead. And sometimes, just like that right there happened, they want to turn all kind of sideways on you, so you just have to kind of go back and forth until it looks right. Okay, and so now that's what you have. So now that's what you have, right, at the top. Super easy, right? Now all you're going to do is you are going to feed on your beads in any desired pattern. So I'm just going to put all my, well, actually I'll do one pearl, one black at the top and one at the bottom. And then I'll just put all the little grays in the middle. That's what we'll do. So we'll just feed these on just like we would a necklace or a bracelet. Sharing it. Like I said, maybe a million of you out there already know how to do this, but maybe a million of you don't. Either way, I have fun. Isn't that what it's about? Having fun. That's what it's about, you guys, having fun. So that's what we're doing. So I'm just gonna see if I can get my first bead through that tail. These are such tiny little holes, I may not be able to. So this is where I'll go ahead and cut the tail off if you can't fit it through your first bead. I certainly can't get it through mine, so we'll go ahead and trim it. Let's just get rid of that tail. Okay, so now that's what we have. Super cute, right? Super easy. Okay, now we are going to put our other crimp bead on. Feed that on your wire. And then go ahead and feed on your little charm. And then you're going to make a loop over the charm. Feed it back through your crimp bead. And then when you do that, grab your tail and kind of lay it down if you can. And you're just going to grab, I'm going to grab the elephant charm and my tail. And I'm going to just pull that tail. And you see what's happening? The beads are coming together. And so you're just going to do that and pull that as snugly as you can until your crimp bead is pretty much as far up as you can get it. Okay, and then now we'll go ahead and crimp that off. So we'll grab our chain nose and just crimp that. Okay, we know that that wire would not feed through the beads because they're too small, so go ahead and clip that tail off. Grab your other crimp cover. We'll put it over the crimp bead until it snaps in the crimp cover, which you'll feel it or hear it snap in there. And then, once again, we will go ahead and close up that crimp bead until it looks like another bead. It's totally closed, and you would never know that it's not another bead. And I try to get crimp covers, you know, that match with what I'm doing. And then you'll take your keyring part, and if you're going to give it as a gift, you just clip it on that part of your swivel clasp. And so now people can feed the keys on here, and voila, there you go. You have yourself a little key ring that you made in less than 10 minutes. How cute is this? Adorable, right? I think that makes a super cute little gift, and they're super fun for everybody, right? I hope you guys like that. I certainly am getting a little kick out of it. Super cute, super fun. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will keep posting the couple of different styles and types of beads for key rings that I've been working on this last week. So until next time, guys, take care.